Right, so we are now at finding your niche, and I'm going to show you how to basically look for your niche. Now, firstly, what is a niche? Now, a niche is basically an area in which you operate. So health, wealth, relationships, power or law of attraction, nutrition, well, nutrition is a sub-niche of health. But those are basically an area in which you operate, or in which you would be classified in, if you would have to be classified. So this is what a niche is. And for you, when you start an online business, you need to pick one. Now, the reason why I am such a big fan of picking a niche that you are passionate about is because you are going to be spending a lot of time with this. When you build an online business, you are basically going to not position yourself, but you are going to start showing other people and add value to their life around this niche. So you will have to spend a lot of time researching, asking questions about this niche, helping people out, helping them with solutions within this niche. So it would help if you are knowledgeable in this already. If you are not, it doesn't matter. If it is something that you've always wanted to do, even if it's like aerospace engineering or whatever, it doesn't matter. You can somehow find a affiliate program to build around that. But the key thing is you have to enjoy what you're doing, because you're going to spend a lot of time with it. If it's a passion of yours, let's say you're a gym instructor or a Pilates or yoga teacher or whatever, this is your passion and this is something that you do and would love to do anyway, then use it, use that experience, use that knowledge. But if it's not something that you are really qualified or highly qualified in doing, then learn about it. I mean, you've got all the information on Google and your phone that's in your hand. So, I mean, and if you enjoy something, then it will be a pleasure researching these stuff. So this is why I'm such a big fan of building a business that you're passionate around. And the great thing is that online businesses do actually give you that ability that you can build a business around literally anything that you are passionate about. And what we are going to look at in this lesson is how to find your niche and how to find that one thing that you are passionate about. Because I know a lot of people don't know what their passions are. And I was one of them. It took me a very long time to figure out what am I actually passionate about. And eventually I figured out, and I'm 42. I'm turning 43 in a month. So don't rush it, but let me help you figure it out. Let's see how we can do this. Now, when you start looking for a niche online, you are going to be inundated with options. The three main ones is health, wealth, and relationships. Now, inside health, that will probably be your biggest niche, in my personal opinion, for most people, is because there's nutrition. I mean, you can do diets, keto diets, you can do supplements, you can do holistic healing, you can do so many things. There's just a Reiki, yoga, name it. If there is something in the health niche that you're passionate about, you can build a business around it. And I can guarantee, because that is massive. I don't even want to joke. I think between those three, making money online comes in second to health, because health is like the top niche, I think, personally. There might be better, but it's options. So the thing about the main niches they are too broad. Now, even though there's main niche, like, you don't tell people what are you? I'm a health instructor. No, you're a yoga instructor. So you're a specific part of the bigger niche, and this is why you need to specify, and you need to specify and drill it down even more. Now, in the online world, one of your biggest challenges is advertising, whether it be advertising costs, whether it's because organic advertising is slow or difficult or whatever the case may be, but advertising is quite a big issue throughout your online career. Not a big issue, it's something that you need to learn how to handle. Now, when you build a very refined niche, it makes your advertising and marketing strategy very easy, because you know exactly who your customer is, you know exactly what pain points they have, and this is why we build out the customer avatar. but you know exactly who that person is that will buy your product. And this is what keeps it very real. I mean, you can then advertise specifically to someone, and instead of doing like a spraying bullet approach, shotgun bullet approach or whatever, you are laser focused and you know exactly who your customer is and what he would need from you. So this is why drilling down to your niche and to the base of your niche is so important. So yeah, so when you are in something like the health niche, then you drill it down to, let's say, nutrition. Just nutrition as an example, because one, I've used it in my course, which you will have the workbook down below as well. But if you look at that graph or at the picture of nutrition, you will see how refined it still gets into nutrition. Now, bearing in mind that nutrition is already a sub niche of health. So then you've got health, then you've got nutrition, and then you can see like there's sub niches and another sub niche and a sub niche. I mean, you can go down quite far. But again, your idea and your aim should be to drill down as narrow as humanly possible, because it will make your journey ahead a lot easier. It will make your advertising, it will make so many things a lot easier for you if you narrow it down and get it as specific as possible. I mean, you don't need millions of people to make a lot of money on the internet. You need a few dedicated people that believes in your product, and that is an absolute key. So this is why you bring down that niche as far and as tight as you can to know exactly the person that you're speaking to. Right. So now what we are going to do online in the practical session, I'm basically going to show you how to find your niche. Now, the reason for that is a lot of people don't even know what niches exist. And now if I have to sit here and think, which niche is gonna do now? You're not going to be thinking of anything specific because you don't even know what niches there are. Your brain can't think of all those things. So the one thing that we are going to do is not jog your memory, but just give you some ideas. And you find ideas in some of the craziest places. I mean, it's just all over the internet, but this is a little hack that I learned from one of my e-commerce mentors, and it was actually really helpful for me to see what niches are there, because when I first stepped online, I didn't have a clue. I didn't even know what a niche was. I mean, come on. So to now go and find a niche in which I would like to go open my dropshipping store or whatever, I was like, okay, so what niches exist? And then he had this really cool way of looking for it. You basically go to a website called Sorting Social, and then you click on the Pinterest tab, and then goes to hobbies, and then you've got this massive alphabetical list of what different hobbies are, or what different hobbies people prescribe to, and especially on Pinterest, all the listed hobbies and stuff like that. And there are such interesting ideas. I mean, things that you would never think of. Now, the idea is to look through that list. If you don't know what your passion, I mean, if you know what your passion is, I mean, don't even worry about it. But if you don't know what your passion is, if you don't know which niche you want to start out in, you basically then go and work through this list. You go look at all of them. If you don't know what something is, Google it. I mean, it's as simple as that. But go through this list, and it will basically give you ideas of what sort of hobbies people actually prescribe to. And then circle 10 of them. Then when you circle all 10 of them, you narrow it down even more, and then you take 5 of them. Then you go to a website like Google Trends. Now, don't worry about this because I'm going to show you exactly how it's done. But then you go to a website like Google Trends, and then you compare these things, and you see which one is an evergreen niche, which one is a good niche to operate in. And then it will give you some other ideas about how to narrow it down even further. But the key thing is that you need to understand that these tools are available to you. So there are ways to find your niche, and this for me is really a nice way. So you shouldn't be concerned about not knowing what niche it is. And I mean, Google search. That's all it takes, is to find stuff and just to research things. If you really put some time and effort into it, you will find a good niche. So this is then basically what I'm going to be showing you guys on the practical side of this lesson, is how to then go to Sorting Social, go look at all your different niches, the practical side of picking your 10 things and then go and comparing them in Google Trends, just to see so I can show you what to look out for, how to do these things, etc., etc. Awesome. Right, so I'll see you in the next lesson, which will be on the screen very shortly. See you now.